as is the norm when it comes down to this, the continental stage, the development leg of the AFC football competitions. Of course, the Champions League is the pinnacle. Both of these sides did have an opportunity to qualify to get into the Champions League. However, Hanoi, well, they fell short after defeating Bangkok United. They lost to Shandong Luneng by 4-1. But Hanoi today make 3 changes. Nguyen Quay Hai, Pham Duc Hoi and Oseni has mentioned are the players that will miss out. Malala comes in, the Ugandan international. Samsung, who knows where the back of the net is. 16 goals in 14 games since re-signing for the club. And Pham Dan Luang will be the man that come into the starting lineups. Well, we mentioned Hanoi, as we just have another look at the referee, Shen Yin Hao, as we mentioned. Yangon, they beat Ceres in the first round of the Asian Champions League qualifiers before going down 3-1 to Chiang Rai United. And well, there are force changes as well for Mo Min Tun today. One of them is Phai Pho Zor, who is out suspended, who received a red card in the last game. Mukalo from Côte d'Ivoire comes back in to the starting lineup, as does Nan Wai Min, the 23-year-old fullback, and So Min Nyang, just to add that attacking threat going forwards. Plenty on the bench as well for both sides. The opportunity to mix and match and change things up. It's time to have a little look at the coaches. There is Chu Ding Yang, looking on, very stern-faced and stern man, it has to be said. It is Sekou Sila, 28 goals last season it was for Yangon. Scored in the 3-1 loss to Tampines in their opening encounter. There's Mo Min Tun. Well, I was saying before the game, we know that this is very tough opponents that we're coming up against, so they know that there is an uphill task at hand, but can they get the job done? That is the question. Goes in goal. Interesting to see if he can help keep everybody at bay. Well, the countdown's on. It's a slow count, but we'll get there. Time for kickoff. Let's play. So in the away strip it is Yangon, kicking from right to left in the white jersey. Minh Ko Kant just hold that one forwards, one cut out from Van Hal. Are we expecting this one to play out a bit cagey to start with, PJ, or will we see Yangon push high up the field of play, try and force some errors?
I think we see Yangon be a little bit conservative in the early stages. I would like to see them be very proactive in this game. As you mentioned, defend high up the park, look to win the ball back early. Disappointed to have come into this game off the back of 2 losses in this competition, particularly the 2-1 loss to Nuggerworld, who were heavily defeated by Hanoi. So you look at that purely on paper, and you think that Hanoi should really have no problems, but we do know that Yangon are a much better team than what they demonstrated against Nuggerworld.
Do blow hot and cold occasionally, don't they? But there's a chance here, straight away, early doors. Papa Omafai just couldn't skip past the last challenge. And intent shown straight away from Hanoi. Miller. That's a lovely searching ball from the Brazilian, and, wow, good defending. Van Hal just getting across the forward. Van Detso to stop him getting to the ball.
Van Hal did very well. It's an incisive pass in behind, just blocked the angle in front of his opponent there. Himself in the more dominant position to allow it to run through to the keeper.
Moses Aloya, who's back in the starting lineup today, could be pivotal. Played a real key role the last time they were playing in the Asian competitions. This is the 4th edition that Hanoi have competed in. With the 6th time for Yangon, so they are well-seasoned campaign, as you would say.
A definitely great development. As I mentioned earlier, this being a developmental competition for the Asian Champions League. Excellent for these domestic teams to have exposure regionally and have consistent exposure as well. Learning from each experience, getting stronger from each year in the competition.
Japanese Yamazaki staying that left-hand flank. It looks like it's going to be a long throw. Min Kyo-kan will look to launch this one into the box. It's a deep looping throw. Cleared, and a real chance here, but straight into the hands of Gwen Van Kong. No problems there for the keeper. But just a little early scare there for Hanoi, showing that Yangon haven't come just to make up the numbers. Ondong, upended by Miller. Very interesting haircut there from Miller.